Hello, my name is Haika Nur Hakim bin Faisal. My student ID is 0103030108150001, and my course is Bachelor of Education, Teaching English as a Second Language with Honours, and I'll be presenting a persuasive speech about why I believe the movie Who Killed Captain Alex is an inspirational movie to us all. Now, before we talk about why the movie is inspirational, at least from my belief, we should talk about the movie itself at first, briefly, the context and the background, as well as the review of the movie. Now, the movie itself, in its name, Who Killed Captain Alex, revolves around, well, who killed Captain Alex. The plot started with Ugandan government enlisting the help of Captain Alex to fight off Tiger Mafia. Tiger Mafia, threatened by the action of Captain Alex and his men, sent a spy to locate Captain Alex. Captain Alex, in the middle of the movie, was unceremoniously killed, but we don't know who killed Captain Alex. So we moved on from the focus on Captain Alex to now moving on to the event of the government versus the Tiger Mafia. Now, the plot of the movie itself, if you watch the movie, it's hard to follow, so I will not get into too much details about it. The content and background of the movie was directed by a director called Nabwana Isaac Godfrey Joffrey, and it was made in the capital city of Uganda, in Kampala. And it was made with really, really low budget. We're talking about low budget. It's not 200,000. No, it's not 200,000. That would be considered low, but no, it's not that. It's not even $2,000. That is very low. It was made with approximately budget of $200. $200 at most. Approximately $200. Now then, the review of the movie itself. How good is the movie? Like, I'm bringing out the movie as if it's such a hidden gem in rough. Like, it's a really good produced movies, and to me it is, but it is not for the reason you would expect. The plot itself is barely comprehensible or like incomprehensible. You can barely follow the plot, and you most likely will get lost in the plot. The CGI that was used, the visual of it, is also not that appealing. It's not great. The choices of audio, as well as music soundtrack, is really, really questionable. The action, which is the core of the movie, is actually serviceable and really entertaining to watch. But it's not like it is groundbreaking. So, after all of that, why do I believe that Who Killed Captain Alex is an inspirational movie? Now, let's remember the context. It was made in third world country, very impoverished country, and also made in the slums, with approximately $200, with a director full of passion, but essentially do not have the technique of directing and making a movie they would, if we compare it from the Hollywood. However, you can tell that director Isaac was really passionate about this movie. He put all of his effort in this movie. And then all of his cast also enjoys casting and working together to make this movie. With all of that, it makes for another factor that we usually do not take into consideration when considering a good movie. like I said, it's not good on technical terms. It's not good visual wise. The action is fine, but not groundbreaking. So why is this movie good? Even compared to like really high budget movie that we see in cinema. Well then, first of all, the movie is just fun. The movie is trying his best. The weakness of the movie is considered limitation, and they are not exploiting the weakness of the movie. No, they are trying their best to create a good movie that is passion. It's from passion. And then it would translate to a charm for the audience. The audience, at first, it may find a bit annoying or like unappealing, but with time and context, it becomes a really valuable treasure of a movie. The director itself did not expect this movie to be seen outside of his village. And then, another reason why this movie is good is even despite the plot can be incomprehensible, the feelings of the feelings in the movie was you can still feel immersed in it because the director pulled from his experience, from his heart, with the civil war that is happening in Uganda, and translate that into making a movie. So he's making this movie. It's not like he doesn't know how like warfare works or like how the situation being in a country that has civil war. It's not like he doesn't have an idea. He has an idea, and he used it well to translate it into the movie. Compared to movies that are like being really pretentious about knowing it, such as like, pretending that you know really how hacking works, but it's not really how hacking works in real life. It doesn't translate into that. So, with all that in combination, it makes for a rather rough movie. Really not well made, but really charming, really fun, and unforgettable to watch. And why I believe this movie should be inspirational is because I want movie, or like I think people want movie to be made with passion, and just like making movie for the sake of making it an unforgettable experience, rather than seeing movies sending like political message or like social message on like what they believe is right. So the inspirational part about Who Killed Captain Alex is how, despite limitation, they done the movie right. They done the movie right um, with absolute resources they have. They give it their all, and they respected the art of making movie by making it filled with passion and also giving it their best for the audience to also enjoy and be immersed with, rather than using a movie as a medium to relay a message. And that is why, in conclusion, movies that are focused on making great movies despite limitation, despite the rough budget that like Who Killed Captain Alex would have, can create a good movie if you give it the right respect, if you make the movie for what it is truly meant for fun, for pleasurable experience, and to make an unforgettable experience. And that is why I believe Who Killed Captain Alex is a good movie and should be inspirational to all the movie makers nowadays. That is it from me. Good day to everyone.